Hi guys, it's me Junior again with my next opinion review. This time, The Legend of Zelda. Now, because I'm wearing the t-shirt, I'll start with The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. This game, by the way, is not mine, it's my brother's. But I'm just nabbing it for the moment for the review. Yeah, I like this one. Pretty good. The direct sequel to Ocarina of Time. Well, if you go for that timeline, that part of the timeline, obviously. Yeah, but me personally, this one's my brother's as well. A Link Between Worlds. I've played it. I'm a bit rubbish at playing it, but I give it a few cracks sometimes. Love it. I did say to you guys before, I'm a big fan of the Zelda series. Now, the Zelda games I got here, I did give to my brother, but they're still technically mine. So I'm going to say mine for the sake of this video. So I've got Ocarina of Time several times. So obviously originally I got it for the Nintendo 64. The collector's edition. And that one. So I've got Ocarina of Time several times. Of course, my favourite version of the game has to be the 3DS. I think that's the best version of Ocarina of Time. Absolutely fantastic. This is the only way I play it now. I'm going to use this opportunity to say that yes, obviously, due to this, I do have a Nintendo 64, and she still works. So it's this day. I got that for my birthday, year before it was released. So I spent a year and not being able to play any games on it. It was due to where my dad worked at the time. He worked at Botley Grange Hotel here in Hedge End, and behind him he had a Bandai store because he was a security guard. And as I said, behind him he had a Bandai store, and he could go in there and he could get me things. But you lot keep quiet about that. Anyway, so for the Switch, I have Link's Awakening. Also for the Game Boy, I've got Link's Awakening DX. So I've got this twice, and of course I've got it on the Switch as well. Link's Awakening DX I've got on the Switch with the Game Boy part. But as I said, I've got Link's Awakening Switch version. I like both versions equally. Fantastic in their own way. Breath of the Wild I got for both. My hand coordination is rubbish, sorry guys. Both Wii U and Switch. No, I'm going to leave that one till last. No, I'm not going to let you guys look at that one just yet. You have to wait a minute. And I have Twilight Princess. A lot of people's top favourite. So I got it for the GameCube, the Wii, and the Wii U. Twilight Princess HD. The best version of Twilight Princess, by the way. And Wind Waker HD. I did have it for the GameCube, but this dopey idiot left it with a friend of his, and I never got it back. So yeah, my favourite versions of each of these games are basically the remake versions. I do prefer those to the original versions. I think they're better. Really well done. And like I said to you in a previous video, I'm a big fan of the Zelda series, as well as the Mario series. And my favourites are the main 3D Zelda games. I have played Minish Cap, Oracle of Seasons and Ages. I probably got them around the wrong way. On the Switch, I have had a crack at Link to the Past. I might need a bit of help with that, but I'll use YouTube to help me with that one, so I'll cheat a little bit. So yeah, I have played most of the games of Zelda series. I've had a crack at the first two for the NES, The Legend of Zelda and Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. And no, as you can imagine, as I told you before in my Mario review, I'm not very good at platformer games. It's either I like them, but they don't like me sort of situation. But as I said before, I give them a crack. I don't just, oh, I'm crap at playing it, I'm going to give up. No, I don't do that. I keep plugging away until I get good. I get so far before I end up dying and I'll give up. And then a bit later, I'll go back to them. At the moment, I'm running through Breath of the Wild on my Switch and my profile. I did have it completed, but I started it from the beginning. And now, Ocarina of Time, classic. As I said, I prefer the 3DS version. Same with Majora's Mask. Same with this one. I prefer the 3DS version. Unfortunately, now don't you guys go having a go at me in the bloody comments. I haven't played the N64 version. Well, I say I haven't played the N64 version. I have, just not on the N64, on the GameCube. Yeah. So I have kind of played it in a way, just cheated a little bit on the Switch, of course. 64 versions on the Switch, the 64 versions on the GameCube. So I've only played the alternate 64 versions. I've not played Majora's Mask on the Nintendo 64. My parents at the time it came out tried to get it for me because we had to get me an expansion pack, and every time they went to the shop it sold out. So unfortunately I never got a chance to play Majora's Mask on the N64 itself. So as you can imagine, I've got a mirage of Nintendo consoles. So I'm going to use this time now to review my consoles. Right, so I've got as I just mentioned, I've got the N64, I've got the Game Boy Pocket, with the small version of the original Game Boy, a Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Advance SP. I did have a GameCube, but I gave it to my brother because I don't really play it, and he's a little bit better than I am. Anyway, yeah, GameCube, had a Wii, sold it. And I mean the console, you lot with your dirty minds. Nintendo Wii console, Wii U, and now the Switch. By the way, I'm going to add here Switch, first console bought with my own money, not being brought for me for like Christmas or a random day. So I'm quite proud of myself for that. Now, I know a lot of you are a bit picky when it comes to Zelda games. Well, so am I. Now, as I said before, I prefer the remake version. So I love Twilight Princess. I have to agree, yeah, it's one of the best in the series. It's one of my top favourites, I must admit. Twilight Princess HD, the Wind Waker HD. And that's the point. You lot can stop picking holes in that as well. I like the Wind Waker, and I like the fact that it's different to every other game in the series because of its cartoony look. Nothing wrong with that. Right. That's the second moan over. But I have to say, and you lot are probably going to shoot me for this, but it's my review. Tough. I absolutely love. Is it? I do the Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess. I haven't forgotten Skyward Sword. Okay, it's not my particular favourite. Okay, the only bit I really like about Skyward Sword is the fact it's the first game in the timeline, right at the beginning. That's what I like about it. I'm not keen on the gameplay, how you play it. Well, I understand motion controls were brilliant for the time, and that me personally, I'm not keen on it. The graphics are fantastic. I don't know whether they cheated a little bit and reused Link's outfit from Twilight Princess. The story of Skyward Sword, I absolutely love it. In fact, that it was the start of everything, and the continual crash from Demise, Git. Yeah, me, nah. Sorry, guys, not my particular favourite in the series. You know, it's all right for what it is. And yes, I love the timeline and agree with Nintendo's idea of the timeline. I love the way that it goes. The fact that Ocarina of Time split it into three and you got a down full timeline, child timeline, and out timeline. I love all that. So yeah, I'm all for that. But timeline aside, my two top favourite Zelda games of all time, as mentioned, Breath of the Wild and Twilight. No, it's not. Sorry, don't bash me for that. I'm not going to edit that out. Tears of the Kingdom. I will get that right. And these are masterpieces. Yes, I understand there are a few nitpicks. Doesn't matter. As long as they're good games, you can play them. That's what matters. Yes, I agree. The lack of being able to swim underwater. Yeah, I must admit, even I was a little bit annoyed about that. But it's not enough to knock them like that. These two masterpieces, and I love Tears of the Kingdom. Make sure I get the name right. Of the two, I kind of prefer this one, in a way. I should have a big love for Breath of the Wild. I do. I should have a big love for Breath of the Wild. Absolutely love it. But I prefer Tears of the Kingdom a little bit. Okay? I prefer Tears of the Kingdom a little bit. What you do in that game. No. It's tougher, but I'm the sort of person, I'm all for a challenge. I'm all for a challenge. I love challenges. So, yeah. That's why I deliberately left Tears of the Kingdom until now. But I love the fact what I love so much about Tears of the Kingdom, right? Like I said, a little bit more than Breath of the Wild is the fact you can create vehicles in this. I mean, come on, you couldn't do that in Breath of the Wild. And the depths are, I'm all for that creepy, scary, real creepy stuff. Like scary, creepy pictures, of abandoned places or the Grim Reaper and skulls. I'm all for that stuff. Okay, so if you guys want to send, that's the point. Just real quick, if you guys want to send me creepy pictures to my YouTube channel, my Facebook channel, you guys are more than welcome. The creepier, the scarier, the better. Like I said, I'm all for that stuff. Creepy, scary pictures. It don't have to be real. You can do comedy ones, make me laugh, or you can do real out and out scare the pants off of you ones if you want. You're more than welcome to send me those types of pictures if you want, subscribers. More than welcome. Honestly, like I said, I'm into that stuff. So, as you can imagine, for this, I love the depths. My favourite area. I don't mind the Sky Islands. I like that too. That is really good. Especially that, that really, really tall one. You've got to go right to the top and go into the bottom. I've forgotten what that island's called at the moment. I've not played the game for a little while. It's only been a few months. There's only been 3 months since I've played it. So it wasn't that long ago. It's just I've got a bad memory. So you guys will have to forgive me for forgetting certain things. But yeah, my favourite place in Tears of the Kingdom, the depths. I absolutely love it. It's creepy, it's scary. Finding those light routes in the distance, and having to travel into one, and then trying to fight the bloody monsters to get them out of the way. I have a bit, just a little confession here with Tears of the Kingdom, guys. I've been a bit of a coward. I haven't defeated a Gleeok yet. It's how you got to beat them. And because of my rubbish hand coordination, I can't quite get because you got to time it. Now my timers are usually rubbish. Not that bad, like with the flurry rushes and the shield, the shield one. I'm good at those. The shield defense. So you bash the weapon just in time as it's about to hit you. So I'm getting better at that. I'm using Breath of the Wild, by the way. It's another reason why I'm running through it, to get better practice at doing that. So I'm fine with that. It's just how you have to defeat the Gleeok. It kind of puts me off on the face a little bit. So I always go round outside to avoid them at the moment. I get my brother to do it because talking about Stuart, he is fantastic with the Zelda games, especially Breath and Tears of the Kingdom. Because for Breath of the Wild, I have him do the Master Trials for me, and Stuart is really good at them. Stuart has taught me a lot. My brother, okay, and go and subscribe to his channel for up and coming things that he's doing. He's under Emperor Sky Elder. Anyway, yeah, my little brother Stuart, he's taught me a lot with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. He taught me how to play them, how to do certain things. I've learned a few of my own tricks as well, because with Breath of the Wild, I play it in a certain way. Now, what I do with Breath of the Wild is, this is going to be a long review. Yeah, what I do in Breath of the Wild is, first thing I do, and I advise to do it this way, I found it easier, right? 40 spirit orbs will net you your first hearts that you need to go and get the Master Sword, right? I don't go anywhere near the Divine Beast straight away. I do most of the shrines first and most of the towers. And that's how I play it, right? So first thing I do, I go around, get 40 spirit orbs after the first 4 shrines, right? After the first 4 on the Great Plateau, after I jumped off, I go around, 40 spirit orbs, 12 or 13 hearts to go and get the Master Sword. Once I've done that, I then go round, get another 40 spirit orbs for the next 2 wheels of stamina. Once I have those 2 wheels of stamina, then I go and deal with the Divine Beasts. Okay, now the reason I do it that way is because I found it easier to play the game. While yes, I know I'm still a bit low on my hearts, I'm still pretty good at kicking the crap out of most of the monsters. Okay, and I found playing Breath of the Wild that way is a hell of a lot easier. Now in Tears of the Kingdom, I do that in a similar way, but the other way around. Okay, now this time I do 40 hang on, I've got to try and remember this. Light orbs. I call them light orbs, okay, so I know what I'm talking about. So I get 40 light orbs in Tears of the Kingdom to get the wheels of stamina this time, so that I can go and get the Master Sword off of Zelda's head. So I'll go around and get the memories so that she'll pop up. And then what you need to do to then go to Zelda's dragon, right? The light dragon, to get the Master Sword out of her head. Then I go and get another 40 light orbs to get up my hearts. Then I go round the temples, and then I go around the temples. So I play Tears of the Kingdom in more or less the same sort of way. And in that time, I go up and down between the depths and the surface, because what I love about the depths is the fact wherever there's a shrine and a light route, there's a light route and a shrine, vice versa. So what I tend to do is spend most of my time in the depths, in between doing what I'm doing, right? Getting the 2 different lots of 40, first for Stamina Wheel, Master Sword, and then hearts, and finishing off the rest of it. In the middle of doing all that, I spend a lot of time in the depths, because what I like to do is go and find the light routes to find the shrine right above it. And I love that. I really do. I love the way that they did that. And I also try and spend as much time as I can, even though I just said I spend most of the time in the depths, and I do also somewhere around kind of the same time, maybe a little bit later, spend as much time as I can up in the sky, so that I can get the shrines that are up there. And I tell you what, those shrines, I have to admit, a bit better than Breath of the Wild, because I find those shrines more challenging. I must admit, I am in agreement of, yes, I do think there are too many bloody shrines. Why did they add more? Really? Was that really necessary? I have to admit, yeah, I will agree with that little nitpick. Okay, because I don't really like doing this. But yeah, I have to agree with, there's too many shrines. So they've gone from 120 up to over 150. I suppose it's worth it for the outfit that they give you, that Asian aspect. And I do like that. You know, it's a cool outfit. It's just 150, 152 or something, isn't it? Really? Did they have to add that many? So instead of bringing it down, they add to it. I mean, it is what it is, you know. Now, in Breath of the Wild, my favourite shrines are the test of strength ones. And King K, I'm sorry, there are not too many test of strength ones. Those test of strength ones are brilliant. I like those personally myself, because they challenge you and they're tougher. You get a few of the minor ones, then you get the oh, my memory. I'm only just playing Breath of the Wild 3. You think I'd remember? The middle test of strength and the major test. Modest. I knew I'd remember. Modest test of strength. And then the major test of strength, which is tougher, which obviously I don't do the major ones until a little bit later when I've made Link a little tougher. So, now the shrines I don't like, I don't like the apparatus shrines. Oh, man. Apparatus ones, they drive me nuts. The one I hate the most is the one in Hateno Village. I probably butchered that. Anyway, Hateno Village. I really do not like that one. Now, Stuart's taught me a new trick in that one where you turn that main square thing upside down and then move the ball and then flick it just right so it goes down the slope. But I still don't like that one. I do not like the apparatus shrines. I can't bear them. Those are the ones I'm glad they did not bring back in Tears of the Kingdom. We'll say there is one or two I don't mind. I don't mind the golf one, the one that looks like you're playing golf in two different sections. So that's where you get the great ice sword, the long ice sword, the really big one. There is another one. I've forgotten what it's called. But there's another one I don't mind so much. But the rest of those apparatus ones, no thank you. No, the Nintendo kit. I mean, I'll do them, obviously, to get all 120 shrines. Because in the trench, in Breath of the Wild, that big trench in Tabantha, I leave those 3 till last on purpose. Because then you do that one, then in the middle, and then the last one in Forgotten Temples. You might as well. Because you got to go there to get... When you've found all of the shrines, you got to go there to get the... world outfit based off of the original Zelda outfit. So... I leave those 3 till last. So you get the one before you go into the trench, then the one that's in the middle, and as I said, the one in Forgotten Temple. So I deliberately leave those 3 till last. So they're the last 3 that I do. And then I said I go there and get that one. Now, Tears of the Kingdom, I haven't quite figured out what ones to leave till last, so I'll do them randomly. You know, it's only Breath of the Wild that I do that. What I love about Breath of the Wild, the whole game. With Breath of the Wild, beginning to end. There's not any specific, because of course you're only on the surface. You only get surface level in that game. So yeah, I love Breath of the Wild beginning to end. I love playing it. But with Tears of the Kingdom, the fact that they added the depths and the sky, yeah, like I said, I do spend a lot of time in the depths because I'm going around trying to find the light routes. And how the hell did the Yiga clan master survive? How the hell did he manage that? Like the rest of you, I thought he was a corpse down there. I'm glad they didn't put that in there though. And I'm a sad git. I know I'm a man, but I don't care. I'm that big a Zelda fan. Look, I have the Master Sword. Yes, toy version. So what? My money, I'll do what I want with it. But yeah, I have the Master Sword. Unfortunately, I don't have the Hylian Shield. But yeah. And yes, as you can imagine, because I have it, I love the Master Sword. Absolutely love it. The sheath that goes with it. But I should have probably had this for the rest of the video, but because Master Sword isn't in all the Zelda games, I didn't. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. But so yeah, so I have to say, oh, and I'm looking forward to the live action Legend of Zelda movie. A friend of mine, James, you asked me, is there any other updates? No, unfortunately, there's no other updates. It'll either be released either late next year or early the following year. Unfortunately, as far as we all know, the live action Zelda movie is not coming out just yet. I think they said it's going to be simply called the Zelda movie. I think there's been a confirmation about the name of it simply being called the Zelda movie. I mean, they could be wrong. They could be calling it The Legend of Zelda the movie, but I don't think they are. I think they've said it will be called the Zelda movie. So yeah, and it'll be live action. So I'm looking forward to that. And yes, when it does come out, when it finally comes out, me and Stacey will be going to see it. Yes, I'll take Stuart with me as well, obviously. So looking forward to that. And of course, as you all know, we've got an upcoming Zelda game, which unfortunately is not going to feature the world from Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, which is a shame because that'd be nice, wouldn't it? So yeah, right. So let's get 5 likes for this video. Hit the bell button and subscribe button to see more videos coming soon. Ding, ding, done. Okay, I'm getting this video here, alright? And there will be more reviews coming soon, okay? Alright, bye guys.